Hello, my name is MrSpaml and welcome back to another episode of Unturned II. And in this video, as you read in the title, we're talking about will Unturned II bring Unturned back to glory, to fame, bring it back to all new peaks? Because I don't know about you, but I feel like we've been talking too negative. With my last video being a tribute to Unturned, I got a load of questions and I wanted to make a bit of a more positive video. There's a lot of fun, exciting stuff in the pipeline, and there's a little thing that I've decoded, if you will, which I think could be pretty massive for Unturned. So make sure to stay tuned to the very end and like the video if you haven't already. These videos do really well, and that is literally only because of you guys liking it and commenting. Can we get this video to 1,000 likes? Probably not, but I'd really appreciate it. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. So let's talk about why Unturned 2 could be so big, or just why Unturned could be so big in general. Obviously, Unturned has been mainstream before, but that was a very different time. We're talking like 2014, PewDiePie and Jack playing it, as a lot of you saw in my tribute to Unturned video, which will be linked somewhere, hopefully. But if those same YouTubers covered the game today, it would explode to ridiculous heights. Jacksepticeye has actually mentioned Unturned in a few videos, like I think about a year ago. So like he knows what the game is still, and the thought is still there. So who knows? Maybe at some point he might revisit it. I don't know. I'm hoping that when Unturned 2 comes out, these YouTubers who have played it before will see that it's a free game, which is another reason it could be so huge, and revisit it. And hopefully that'll boost the players to all new highs. People will see Jax playing it, then Mark will hop on it, then probably not PewDiePie because he doesn't really play games, but he might live stream it. Who knows? There's a lot of potential, and it just takes one big YouTuber to take the game seriously for a wave of these videos to come. And if it goes mainstream and streamers start playing it, the potential is huge. I mean, we've already seen this sort of stuff with Fall Guys, which absolutely exploded, and then moments later Among Us. Like, we don't want a Fall Guys situation, because unlike those two games, Unturned has replayability. Like, there's so much more you can do in Unturned. Even this version of Unturned, probably you can do more in. With the multiplayer, like you can already probably do a little bit of roleplay. It's not ideal, and there's a lot still in the works. There's not even any voice chat in this version of Unturned yet. You've only got this janky chat, which you click J to use. Another pretty obvious reason that Unturned could be so big: the lockdown. Like, people are stuck in their homes still. I'm still stuck in my house. Not like it really affects me. I never leave the house. But there's a huge market, and people who have never played games are playing games, and with a free-to-play game, if you're just bored, there's no reason not to try it. And in recent years, we haven't really seen survival games, especially zombie survival games, do well. The closest thing that's really successful is Rust, but this game's definitely got enough. It's definitely different enough where the game can still hopefully do really well. Don't know why I'm taking down this drone, but there we go, why not? I do, like, this game has so much potential, and every time I play it, my brain goes on a mad one thinking about all the different things you could possibly do. Comment down below, do you agree? Do you think that Unturned 2 could be a big game? I think it could be. I think this is a game that could go mainstream and gather a huge number of players very quickly if Nelson does it right. Like, Nelson, if somehow you're watching this video, it's all about the drop. If you mess up dropping the game and don't make people excited to play it, then I don't know it'll do very well. Like, I believe it'll do well, but we don't just want it to do well. The game has to explode and have a whole new wave of Unturned YouTubers to hopefully keep the game alive and thriving. Some other recent news, which I'm sure a lot of you won't know about, which could affect Unturned very soon, is updates to Unreal Engine, which is the engine this version of Unturned is running in. Any game in Unreal Engine can now make use of what's called DLSS, or Deep Learning Super Sampling. It's what NVIDIA used to make ray tracing run really well. I'm sorry if you have no idea what I'm on about. Basically, Unturned might have ray tracing. Here's an example before ray tracing and after ray tracing. As you can see, the graphical improvement is pretty massive, and a simplistic free-to-play game like Unturned is a perfect place for NVIDIA to put ray tracing. It's a prime game ready for the upgrade, and you have enough performance overhead, like most people do, to have ray tracing turned on. And I guess that would force me to buy a new GPU. From the comments in my last video, you can see that there was a lot of excitement about the AI. You guys seem to really like the idea of having this more advanced AI. Like there was someone talking about like a wolf being able to smell your food and like, you know, stalk you and stuff, like, you know, a little bit like The Long Dark. That's got some pretty decent AI and a lot of atmosphere. There is almost unlimited potential, but keep in mind this is just Nelson making it. Like, don't get overly ambitious with what the game could have in, especially at launch. Like, these more advanced features shouldn't be a focus right now, I don't think. It's all about getting that basic first map, that first layout, those first items, that initial I guess base for the game, kind of like PEI. Oh, where's the key gone? Oh, Jesus. Oh, here it is. Never mind. They're gonna be able to sniff you. I'm screwed as heck. What a brilliant comment by Pepsi Cat right there. Wow, this is great news. I was really bored for the coming update, but maybe Nelson is already working on the first Unturned II map. I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself. I don't think Nelson is currently working on the Unturned II map, but he might be. Like, he's at least starting to think about what it should be. I might try and do another interview video with Nelson because I've got so much more to ask, and especially now that you know, things are coming along a little more. It's been a little while since the last Unturned II update, which is a little bit worrying. I think it's been a good 3 or so months, or 2 months at least, since the last proper addition to the game. He seems to be doing a lot of community posts, just mentioning like fan art and stuff, which is definitely not what the game needs. Like, we need some solid content, and we need to see some improvements happening fast. Like, at this rate, the game will take far too long to be developed. And I'm in a position where I can talk to him about this stuff, which I realize I'm very lucky to be. I get this question all the time: when is Unturned II going to be released? I can't say. All right, I'm not Nelson. I'm not developing it. I think late 2021. I feel like Nelson, when he gets into the stride of making Unturned II and once the basic stuff's in place, like after he's made one food item, he can kind of just smash through all of them, you know what I mean? And after he's got this car over here fully functioning how he likes it, making all the rest of them should be way easier. Or at least that's how I like to think about it. If someone is like really good at game development, comment down below your prediction, because I think your prediction will be far more accurate than any of ours. Brad thinks 2023. I think late 2021, early 2022. Sadly, he hasn't given us a solid release date. I will continue to try and get one out of him, but who knows? All right, who knows? We got John Frog over here saying they should add VR support to Unturned or Unturned II. I'm guessing he means Unturned 3 and Unturned 2. It's super confusing naming, but I don't know. I mean, he had VR support in Unturned 3 at one point, but he kind of stopped and it's no longer a thing. But I don't know. We might expect that. I have no idea. I haven't spoken to Nelson about it. I definitely don't think it should be a focus. Maybe as like an extra little exciting update to bring a bit more YouTube attention to the game at some point in the future, but definitely should not be the focus right now. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Not too much to cover in this video. Sadly, we have no major news, but it's all about your thoughts, and I just wanted to make a video to say that I'm back, which I am, and I have a few ideas for big videos in the future. Make sure to check out Pine Hosting if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe. Click the button on the left of your screen right now, right over there. Okay, click the button, click subscribe, and click one of these two lovely videos. There's one in the top right and then one in the bottom right. Go on, I know you want incredible videos, and I'll see you in the next video.